chicken in a basket.
It's Spoody McGee.
Hello. How's it going, everybody? Um, I. Hello. I'm not going to explain myself. Arctic Tim Spoot Zard Kind. For the next 2 hours, I'm going to be talking a whole lot, I am just now realizing. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay in the moment forever. Okay. Oh, you can wake up now, no! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Up and at 'em. Oh, God, that was a sound. What did you pull out of the bin? I pulled out a dating simulator. I think we're all gonna really enjoy it. Maybe. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? Should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. I want to think about the future, or I need to take this seriously. I'll take it seriously. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. Something was bouncing on that rooster. Is that BTS? What is that? Oh, okay. And back and forward. That's a cock. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. I'm sorry, it's more of like, this is what you need to get your blood flow stomping. Look at that biscuit. Standing in a quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School. University of Cooking School, yeah. Academy for Learning. Crispy little biscuit. Fuck, Twitch Mobile hates me. Hey! Kendall. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Well, look at that Miriam person, huh? Look at her, she's so awkward. Good morning, Foxxyboi. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? How do you... that is just uncomfortable to stand in. Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I failed? Oh, classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. So we're gonna go to culinary school. We're gonna get like this high degree, and then we're gonna go work at the fast food restaurant of KFC. Okay. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. I love crying with my arms out. But with the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters. Okay, now I'm starting to realize it's the fast food. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Twitch hates the Colonel? Uh-oh. I wonder why. A sweet girl, Miriam has had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk? I'm gonna do the pep. I'm gonna pep pippers. I'm gonna give her the peppers. I'm gonna give her all the pepper. Remember last month when we saw a fortune teller and she had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gives me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. like being the regional manager of your local KFC. All the jalapeno. I had nugget, popcorn, chicken, mustard, can't complain. Okay, good. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I can call my own. Yes, it is the damn KFC dating sim. Absolutely.
So,
what a silly little guy am I. BTA Snipez, hi, how you doing? Thanks for the subscription. It's been a while, hasn't it? And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time. When do we see Crispy Nippies? Well, I mean, Crispy Nippies for this good old-fashioned person of myself would be great. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. I'm sure. Blah. Can you believe I cut them myself? Yes. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley! The worst spelling of Ashley possible, your arch rival. She's totally evil! But you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Okay. You leave Foxxyboi shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Some of them. Oh, so many entendres. Oh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. Speaking of annoying, hey, it's Mikaze, everybody. Her name is even annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she has to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the guard, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man-Man. Van the Man-Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Oh. Van. You rang. Oh my god. Oh, look at this specimen of a man with the dumbest shirt I have ever seen. Are those buttons stapled into his chest? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Hubba booba. I can't believe that University of Cooking School. Not the university, the cooking school university. It's just funky. Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. A child! Ah! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window. Ah! Against the window directly next to it. He says, oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop, and I was named after my Pop-Pop. He's old. Could someone like this be a student at the school? He's one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob. But I guess he's reading it upside down. I'm trying to kick the child. I would punt this fucker to the moon, but my legs don't work. Hi, Pop. I'm Foxxyboi, so are you gonna make me hold that door all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks to the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Who is this motherfucker? Is this like the CEO? Is this the CEO of KFC or something? I don't know who this fucker is. Invader Gur. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. So, let's oh, it's a dog! A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. I, King Sprinkles, have done a tinkles. So far, this has been stupid. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? Not the first time I've heard this sentence. Thank you, VR chat, for ruining my life. You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL, University of Cooking School Academy of Learning.
Take a picture.
Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. I've watched a dog eat vomit. There's no nuance there! Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly, so I close the window. And then he walks in. Oh! You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can even finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Or, as we read it in English, Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to beat across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Kolinek Sanders. Will there be another deep fryer incident with the rats? Hold on, Fippa, what do you gotta say?
Well now, that is a very interesting question.
You know, I think it's a maybe.
It's a
Definitely
maybe. It's a maybe. You know. Hold on just a sec. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We are in the same kindergarten class. What is it with you and all your really weird insults? Oh, hey, Dewey.
Well. Now the party's starting. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dewey. Hey, Dewey. Hey, Dewey. Hey, Dewey. I'm playing the Colonel Sanders game where we're gonna make love and fried chicken. Dewey. Dewey. I'm gonna have greasy sex with the Colonel. Dewey. Dewey. Grease sex. Deep fried love, baby. Welcome all you shitheads out there. I'm Foxxyboi. I'm a cunt. So I'm going to play this game and poorly read all of this text. Besides, when Foxxyboi sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Are we going to see you getting back shots from Colonel Sanders? Back shots, front shots, face shots, ear shots, bullet shots, because I'm sure a lot of people have been murdered in a KFC. Kant. Yes, I'm a Kantian, so I believe in a lot of moral philosophies, and I must do what is best for the others, regardless of myself. Boom, look that up, I'm right. You take a moment to clean yourself up. Oh! It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps into the to settle the class down, set some ground rules. Welcome to once again, they keep making me say this all. To University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. James T. Sanders. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. Keep it down in there. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in broom cooking arena. Oh. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Who the fuck is this motherfucker? Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone else had a good summer. I really miss. Quiet, Weirdy! The creepers! The creepers! What's wrong with your fingers? Wow! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you even are in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word. Before I finish. Oh my god, homie woke up from the coffin on the wrong side. Hell yeah, he did. I think this little dog's gonna shoot a little poopy at him. A little poop. Let that be a lesson to you students, and tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it out here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Blood's wit were. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is... I am unsure of what kitchen appliance this may be, but I assume it's in the KFC. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. No! You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Chicken snack? Of course. You reach beneath your apron, returns chicken stack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with coating of warm doggy drool. Once again, this is not the first time I've heard this sentence. Thank you, VR chat, for ruining lives. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay them no mind. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibility of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Foxxyboi, there's a seat here! Seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. I'm gonna sit by the fuckboy! You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought notebooks, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off his seriousness and makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. And I hope you offer me your seat later. Thanks, sexy Colonel Sanders, you greased up chicken ball. I've only had two options. Do you do all you can and do it? Wait, hold on. I've only had two rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you've ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. Look at that, man. Look at that V. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If a train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Force is to tree as chicken is to a slam dunk. Feather? That's right. What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat. I mean, we all know it, but I know. Anything as long as prepared with love and not too much salt. So camel meat? That's right. God, is this game indoctrinating me? This is it. This is it. This is the game. This is the propaganda. This is PsyOps 101, just done cutely. Fuck. Is Sprinkles a good boy? The teacher's going, he's the best boy. That's right. Perfect score, 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You looked up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh, delicious brainwashing in a bucket of fucking chicken. It's gonna make you like, he's gonna make you like a KFC bucket. He's gonna fill me up, buttercup. Hot diggity. Foxxyboi, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Yeah, I hope there's an application. I really hope there's an application at the end of all this to work at a KFC. Like, if you get like a perfect score, it's like, you're instantly hired. Buffett bucket. Well, you know, all right, look. I can't read too many things at once. I'm just, it's just fill me up like a bucket and take from my ass like a Buffett, all right? A Buffett, a Warren Buffett. So I'm investing and making a lot of money. Rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett. All right. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. No. It makes sense that school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Well, hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shush. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shush. In honor of our new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That's your voice? That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. If it's not fried chicken, I don't know what the fuck to do with my life. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? There we go. Anime chicken, everybody! Woo! Colonel Sanders lifts a huge bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept that I've never heard of in this universe. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have developed a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. But my calculation, nothing less than 11... I am filling you bitches with propaganda. I am sorry. I need an emotional support chicken bucket in my life. Me too. That are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Can't reveal my secret ingredient of sugar. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Push yeah! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Look at that face. What's wrong with your teeth? You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to the colonel. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame. With cooking skills like this, she wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, just dig in. You take one piece of the fried chicken out of his bucket. Is that what the new asshole is called? The bucket? Sure. And sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension, the butthole dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Okay, focus your mind, meditating, and try to identify every flavor. Swim towards the light. I'm just gonna go in the light, okay? Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them, unable to resist. You reach towards the light. It grabs your hands, pulls you closer, until your fingertips connects with the end of everything. and you are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Foxxyboi now. There's only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over. I committed suicide via chicken. Bad end. Try again. Chickens! Okay, so... Okay, you gotta go... Chicken side. Oh, I can just hold it. Okay. Savor the moment and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders. I want to focus. Savor or focus? I do focus. Let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe. But there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. It's even deeper still until you find it. Your lost wedding band that you had in your asshole 6 years ago. Could it be? Fuck! You really did it. How bold and adventurous to use... I don't know, like... What would be the 11th ingredient? Dog meat. You could try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet now you know. A mental responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by lunch. No one knows that you traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with the great Colonel. I sure love using on my food. You approach the Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Oh, how bold of you to come out and ask. Saying hello and wow this game. You and me both, brother, sister, and everything else in between. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. Yes, my secret is my penis is only 2 inches at best. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 whole more days to get to know each other. It's clearly not going to give up that easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what I say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw.
You got moxie, kid, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, after eating all that chicken, I really gotta take a shit. Honestly, looking kinda good. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use it's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! Never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And blank definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you know some ingredients. Closer to knowing what the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, waiting in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. Think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans, big boy. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure out now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow him a big idea to add additional ingredients to really spice things up. Nope. Be modest and thoughtful. Nah. Well, I just wanted to tell you I really enjoyed your food. Now you got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate that complimenter. Dear Foxxyboi, I do declare that, you know, your words are stunning, like your face and your peen. I ain't remember the first time I watched you, but wow. I ain't remember the first time. Oh yeah, Lee, I'm ridiculous. And I got a robot hand. Look at it go. It doesn't function very well. I'm sure you'll be a great big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feelings about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they can need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff! Wait a second! Oh no, we have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel's handlers. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if it wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Foxxyboi, I'll prepare our station. Go fuck yourself. That partner is your partner is listening alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner! Bebobbers. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I don't know how to choose. Looks like you had to pick for friends. Duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. What do you want to ask? Who do you want to ask me Miriam's partner? I'm gonna choose Clank. I've been shitty to Miriam. Pop's clearly a fucking idiot, so there we go. Clank it up. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam would partner with Clank today. That's okay. I already ate. Deep fry his pecs. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. Well, Pawnee, based on the novel Push by Seth. Dial Town. Oh, well, I guess it's dating sim week, isn't it? Pawnees, thanks for the phone dating simulator. That game is gonna be ridiculous. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. I don't think you know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not even have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank shudders and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Have awkward robot sex, babies. Don't get your genitals burned in his deep fat fire. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes two flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to the partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare, octopus will blow Colonel Mander's way, mashed potatoes and gravy, right? Because KFC offers that. I've always been something of a down-home chef, so we can make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy! Couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Hi, Welshie. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Yes. Just watch, yeah, the Bangabo. Never have a great one, Fox. Bye-bye. We're just cookie partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. Yeah. And you better keep your fingers off my man. Ow! My face.
Well, hello.
Hi, Digi. Does someone call for me? No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Foxxyboi's dream, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was a deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns. Arm full of peeled potato, he tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no, it looks like Foxxyboi was struggling, so he'd offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Haha, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts about whatsoever Mr. Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations of worthy admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing as you position yourself in your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Sugar Skull! Photoshop! Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in my time of need. I'm here to learn and express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's respect the format, okay? We turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders, and the Colonel chooses me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements from contracts to handshakes. I took on Foxxyboi as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither you has Foxxyboi's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full on erect. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in. But he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy nature. You look down at the station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps. You know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hands. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out. Sanders holds the spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. But not the pressure in your loins. No, it grows ever harder. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid fucking face. Hi, Kevin. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he be ever able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Foxxyboi. We do not waste food in the broom cooking room. Colonel Sanders, I expect more from you. Better from you, even. If you throw one more spoonful, you'll both be better to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes over a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes and gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus and silky saltwater sauce, played on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. It does kind of actually look okay. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. Oh wait, that was what he said. The interrupting student rushes at Van, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about his dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. Don't feel too good. You don't look too good either. It killed him! It murdered him! It killed the weird kid! Everyone, step A is back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped by Pop. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, and then almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're motionless as statues. Class bell rings, trapped in the moment, snapping everyone back to reality. It appears that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious dangers, has inoculated him against poisons of all kind. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? Just turning a ghost over here. Saying you're shaken up by all this, that really annoying student and all of his nonsense. Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. I just watched someone die in front of me. No ambulance was called. No one seemed to care. Ah! What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Foxxyboi. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Ah, fuck. I guess we can have a three-way. It's fine. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world, and I would be great. And every day since then, I've been working towards that dream day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a ton of weights, like so many weights. Well, we should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our soul may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Sporks monster is here to fight a hero out of fuck. Okay, what? Where the fuck did this thing come from? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. Excuse me. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? He was rhyming? But before you get to syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Oh! Attack. It's time to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. It spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Defend? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation? You continue to stay back and ensure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, you do you. The mashed mind and draws energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack! Describe blah 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 blah. Cook with love. Wow, 1 damage. No quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. Go attack once again. Utilitensel! You take 2 damage for the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack! It's time to go on the attack. Cook with love. 1 damage. Cheese on the lawn. I wonder who's going to have to clean this up. Feeling vulnerable, Sportmon prepares the ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Salmon summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot pie power pinch. Hot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Sport monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured spork monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him. Spare this wretched beast. Managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this. And I certainly won't be back, like you said. The sport monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have been signed out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Ugh. I'm going to wait a second and breathe for a moment while the ad's running. I want to point out, in your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, the dog, the corgi, instructing your love. Bark, move in, bark, move out. Bark to the left, bark to the right. Dreams are weird. Woo! Whoa! You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used some fucking, I don't know, allspice. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Is there another ad break? Or is that just me? Oberon, hi. I can smell the chicken in the air. Mmm, sweet, delicious fried chicken. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the sport monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I might like Clank! I knew it. She's gonna fuck the deep fat fryer. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he's like so popular. He voted prom king in school. He didn't even go to it. He also had like the convertible, and like he did the Homer parade, and like I think his like dick is like in the shape of a fucking drumstick. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow to this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. Nothing's been slow. You know, Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend the stupid school of learning. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't you be? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient! Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices, like cocaine. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powdered grain from Simba dried flower petals and concrete, like cocaine. And that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. It was so nice, he might even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, very strange feeling came over me, like I couldn't stop fucking talking like this, because I wasn't talking like this at the beginning of the game, but then I did some cocaine, and the flavor was like,
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
cocaine! Whatever, anyway, we both share interests in cooking, so we stay in touch, you know, like penis pals. I bet you would love to know more about the new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anybody.
It wouldn't mean the world to me. No one has to know when it came from you or Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Make up a fake ingredient. Who do you think a fake ingredient is? I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some sort of witch proposal, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt, wow!
Eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've just satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does thumb typing on her phone, and you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. I like to think she's constantly eating a drumstick while talking. She's a result of parents who think her kid has ADHD and gives them Adderall because they're just quirky. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Writing the thing that he'll be preparing this evening. Horse meat in the shape of fried chicken. Run to him. Is that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and the Colonel Sanders would be to run to him? Sure, they'll sweep you up on the back of a stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! Your sudden movement surprises the horse and rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Towards the blow, completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Foxxyboi, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. Woo. I've been trapped in a realm of beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All I need you to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before you can continue, you suddenly awake. Oh, jeez. You wait and find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? No! His grease, his chicken grease, flows down his armpits. Ah, yes, the scent of greasy pits. I'm gonna crash one of the horse's shoes. Maybe he should be running a horse school. Maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who's in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. I'm getting oiled up for the Sanders. And with that, Colonel disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you must know it's really, really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricting ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? Try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. You sit near the rivals. You leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something about a bit of a magic spell. However, he knows you're eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class. You distract the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. Panache? Panish. Pancakes. It doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they've been hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the sport monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch him in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted with the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Babe! Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Oh. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone is completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at the Colonel. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? I love propaganda. I can fab too. This is super propaganda. I'm gonna step up and get a thing of water because I've been talking a lot. Super fucking propaganda. Big Chicken wants you to know. Big Chicken's behind all of this. Ugh. In the process of me reaching over to grab a LaCroix, which I didn't know LaCroix comes in just regular old plain, my favorite flavor. I've knocked over everything. LaCroix. Oops. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't honestly. I don't care. I've got a lofty career of aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He is a professor, but he's also a dog. So we got that going on for us, which is, I guess, nice. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down! Off toppin'! I don't know. A command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. Wonders up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains his control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken! You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to it, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Foxxyboi, naturally this appears to you be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper. Brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body was not prepared for the heat. Yeah, Colonel Sanders randomly dropping German is a little weird. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. Feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message, whoop. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Cough, cough. I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Cough, cough. Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... Cough. To fulfill... Cough. The prophecy... Cough, cough. You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. This whole thing's been a little weird. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday, right? Probably not. Come on, it's time for lunch. I did more cocaine while we were in class. Woo!
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. To denounce the evils of truth and love, to extend our reaches to the stars above. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. You're on! A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I want to, I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it. So then, so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Foxxyboi. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely you'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Sportsing. It says so, sportsing. Finally, a little sense. She breathed a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then, huge lights blast you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready!" That's what I'm talking about. Aru. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope this message lifts you. Hope this little message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you really impressed him again here. It's time to boil some water for those potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. This one. That was wrong! What were you thinking, Foxxyboi? Get your head in the game! You're gonna need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know how Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? 11! That's right. You might know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. The tail wagging intensifies. Now you got some basic steps going. It's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust. That's wrong. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. I'm never wrong. Time. Dog joke. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice. You draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness it. Small town. That's right. Yeah. You shot. You're not gonna miss it. Haru. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling! That's wrong! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yep! Game over. Fuck. I don't know how to cook. Yeah, step up. We're gonna do this thing again. It always boils 100 seconds if you turn on the heat on. 100 degrees Celsius, that's right! JoJo posing. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Gonna need to season the chicken. It was 11! Get some basic steps, elevate your craft. Vigilance! That's wrong! No! Pippa, will he notice me?
Goodness,
Will
what
he
a
notice
great
us,
question
senpai?
there, viewer. I would say yes. Yes, most likely yes. Like 99%
Yeah!
yes.
Get it together. Next question. The small team dream, that's right, yes! Haru, try to shut out the noise. Bubbling? That's wrong! Don't make me get, next question. Those girls, I believe in you, Foxxyboi! He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders and his meat horse. That's right, folks. They're gonna eat this horse later, but make it looking for fried chicken. How many spoons of gravy should it take to shit! Grr. You're stranded on a desert island with only dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, Ryan. You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on your challenge? You're failing. You and Curl running in a gondola. Wedding vows! What does that have to do with crowd respect? Wolf, you're really starting to keep up. At the next station, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss a biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes!
Zippity.
I know you love nothing more than feeling as I see a fellow friends utilize the kitchen belt. Sometimes that means sacrificing personal touch.
Where?
Might have not have any hands, but Foxxyboi does. A good chef needs to be in touch with the dough to know what it is probably mixed. Also, I'm running out of cocaine. Does anybody have any cocaine?
Well, there's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue the dough before it's overmixed.
Foxxyboi, no!
You're not fast enough. Your hand gets stuck and immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use the hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Hopefully it's just you. Sorry. Everyone stops what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply cannot go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a complete dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Foxxyboi's injury. So, new lure confirmed. I lost my hand in a stand mixer. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. It's a boob! I was going to ask Foxxyboi to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dough, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Oh, actually, that looks great. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet. Croquette? Croquet is a sport. Croquette. Anyways, top of a slice of honeycomb ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Gelée? Gaily. Gaily we click on forward! Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you? Hee. As he places a soft covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. Dab sauce sticks to his mustache. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. No. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. The goatee isn't a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Oopsies! I fucked up! Okay. So where am I restarting from? Oh shit. I'm doing it. Okay, it was 100 degrees Celsius. That's right. 11. Gratitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Ashley is simply stronger or faster than you. So never give. Okay. The small town wasn't it. Was it? That's right. Okay. Silence. That's right. When you taste the cooking, they'll be so taken that they'll be unable to speak. Leg spikes, yeet. But I'm on mobile. Okay. Okay. I go. Winking. What are you thinking? What a hunk. Oh my god. Gondola. Did they use a corgi because they were laid down with their legs took like little... Oh yeah, little drumsticks. Yeah, corgi with little drumsticks. Woof woof. Really trying to keep up. Next station, as beyond the elements of cook-up telephone. And you toss a bit of dough as you do the crowd gas. Yikes! Uh-huh. So amazing. No! Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Internalize the rage you feel. The rage burns so intensely with your eyes they burst into flames. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face. It means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, amidst your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love, decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a messenger or a chief. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I always wasn't the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and I've arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an I should know how to say that word. Obstetrician? 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 Obstetrician. Is obstetrician a gynecologist? Wait, where's my cell phone? Well, don't know where the fuck that is. Great! Obstetrician. Obstetrician, hold on. I believe it's a fucking gynecologist. Trish. Yeah, gynecology. Right? Obstetrician. Yep. Gynecologist. Baby deliverer. Baby deliverer. That's it. Baby deliverer. Deliver these babies unto evil. For thine is the chicken, the glory, forever and ever. Crunch down and get chickened. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost tells you how I think. Lost my business partner to a gunfight. I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived, for a while anyhow. I think this might be true about the actual person of Colonel Sanders. I didn't know! People see my delicate ribbon tie and well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to mount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure...
in a basket!
Hi, Foxxyboi.
Miles! I'm having a moment with Colonel Sanders! Can you fuck off? Get out of here! Get out of here! Stupid sexy chicken man. Oh! My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. He works as a boat pilot. Oh. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Also future misdeeds when we accidentally fry a rat later. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst.
It's a smoke monster!
Borko? It is I. I know I said it wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to have, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad that you're no hard feelings.
Fucking minging. Paradise Punch Lemonade. It is fucking minging. Suck your dad. It's minging, it's fucking minging.
Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right back into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. Fuck you. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, it was a golden retriever. But I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book. Precisely. I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. Not bile, surprisingly. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Foxxyboi. Together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite! Can imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, and what that huge dong looks like. It's gonna look like a drumstick. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Look, he's a little baby with a goatee. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with. Try to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel's eyes perks up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for now? God damn it! Don't moan it. Reveal it, keep it a secret. Ooh. I want to keep it a secret. Actually, I've said too much. Please forget everything I just said. You can practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I've got many, nearly a dozen in my fried chicken pillow. Fuck! But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours. Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'd only be fair. Colonel Sanders' face grows serious. Ah, yes, about that, you see. Yes, Colonel? I've been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was a fake! Oh no! The ingredient you shared with Miriam, it wasn't true? You're angry with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that you revealed his secret shows that he probably was right to do so. You mean it wasn't one of the real 11 secret herbs and spices? Propaganda, folks! You are not immune to propaganda, folks! You see, we only had just met, and I had to make sure that you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secret. To me, my recipes are priceless. Well, I have something to confess. That secret ingredient you told me, I shared it with Miriam, my bestie. Unfortunately, I already knew this. It's very disappointed. But now that you've come clean, we can start building our relationship as fellow chefs again. I told her a lie! I promise to be honest from here on out. I really do. I'm counting on you. Then in that case, I present to you my original coleslaw. Fuck! No decorum, Miles. No decorum. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Oh, okay. It was just coleslaw. It was just coleslaw. Together you chow down creamy slaw until a spoonful remains in the bowl. Oh God, but just make. So Colonel Sanders is the one that produces the real stuff, and I'm just this little side piece, quite literally, because I'm making all the side dishes at the restaurant. I totally haven't played this game through, to be honest. Nobody should be playing this game. This is straight propaganda. If it's not the real British Foxy, my counterpart. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more. He seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Take off that apron, you sexy fucking chicken chef. You realize that you would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay, that's obvious. There's his beard comb. What if he just steals our recipe? What's that? This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. Sanders dial to 111111. The safe opens. Inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Adorable little baby boy. Steal my recipe, daddy. Crisp my chicken, daddy. Adorable little baby boil crawls across baby boil. Across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Look at the baby. Defeat the baby, which is now covered up by a pizza. No decorum in the chat. None whatsoever. You guys failed. You couldn't even see how to move the heart. Thanks, potties. Hey. Ground turkey breast, egg, and white rice. Tizrock here.
Tizrock.
The baby always wins. Sounds good. Who frames a portrait of themselves as a baby? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Dead. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it, dusty. When you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here's lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. You open the door to the Colonel Sanders closet and find a row of signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Jacker's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. Give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say home is where the heart is. Is that what they meant? Before you can take a closer look, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. There's a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you were wearing his jacket.
Aww.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. How the pink guy today? I think I'm okay. I think everything's good. And I'm getting horny for Colonel Sanders. Not the fried chicken, though. I mean, to be honest, KFC's chicken is like mid at best. For real, on cap, no god, no god. How you doing, Tizzer? This look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. We've got to take it off. You decide that now is your moment and make your big move. You fess up and tell the truth. That papado. I'm gonna tell him the truth. Because I don't want to make the big move. It's the second day. Big moves reserved for the third day. Fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. Yeah! I might be developed feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. Can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Foxxyboi. I think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Oh, yep, there we go. I'm sore, but freaking awesome. That's the way it needs to be. Get that pump on. Pump them irons. Get swole, get strong, get fit, get ripped, and then you can have all the fried chicken your heart desires and ruin your body in an instant. You'll wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Don't eat fried chicken for breakfast!
It's bad for you!
It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. Like in your taste buds, that is. Oh. It says confidence, such grace. Could it be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I'm going to flatter his ass. But you know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Fun fact, Colonel Sanders hated the corporation, what the corporation did to his recipe, and as a way to get back at them, opened a new place under his wife's name that sold under the OG recipes. Oh! Business partner? Could it be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. I wonder if there's a naughty version of this game. I'm sure there's something out there.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you.
It's okay. It was just...
But now it turns out I can find you. It was man.
Sure, but...
You'll not believe what happened to me in school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Clanky, he asked me to go out with him, the pressure cooker, you know, which is also, he also got a deep fryer butthole. Cousin told me, you better keep the dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not like a girl, mama.
3 chicken tender tater gravy, and I'll throw in a biscuit with a big old cookie.
We were just in spending one time together and getting to know me. I said, Jack, I can get to know a little bit of guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things got spiraled out of control, and I ran out of cocaine, but then I found more cocaine.
Did she say skydiving? If that's a typical first date you go on with a talking pressure cooker?
And no, not really sure what I was saying.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. KFC commercial jingle song, law. You chicken butt.
Yeah, what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be on the right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Okay, well that was abrupt. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? Sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order up one right away. I have my swirly with Sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Oh, you can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school? There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Foxxyboi, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. It doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears that things are getting close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something's been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Foxxyboi, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? You say I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing, complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Foxxyboi. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Foxxyboi. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slightly slighted you feel about that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through pages.
Wow, that's the book?
Look,
That looks like bad news.
it's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. You spent too much time at the cocaine.
I think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with the arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it'll probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That's way interesting. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, like not rooted into our magic? Maybe it's like tie a string around your finger or anything like that. I mean, like, honestly, that's like a fucking stupid idea. And if you fucking do that, I'm gonna be like really upset. But don't worry, I'm gonna do more cocaine about it.
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Sprinkles, wait for the soup. I'm gonna wait. It was sounds right. Focus on the window. It was deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkle turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. Squirrel looks over but doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? We named him Terrence. Squirrel! Better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence had been felt not by only Terrence, but any other squirrel in his hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for that, Albert. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Foxxyboi, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Marion's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles, okay.
I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing. You still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But now, it's show off to the cool kid friend Jeff and Joe, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in mid-air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, you know.
But
Yeah, well, that ain't making it a great date.
beep were.
Then take Jeff and Joe with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff or all I care.
Sad beat. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panel, then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep boops.
Now my season's gonna make me want to eat that Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. So he does have a deep fat fryer in this asshole. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear what it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be left alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Hey, Cannon, seeing the food creature who used to be a dog, they were used to be best friends with Sprinkles. Huh? That makes sense. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Still working on the title, but I think you'll get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam. Are you okay?
Okay, I'm so bad I can stretch a tiny little mug spilling 7 drops of hot cocoa all over the floor. How can you embarrass me like that in front of everybody?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is just a silly little box boy. You know, I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise to this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace that feeling all the way.
You're not gonna set up a girl stallion and run off into the sunset without me.
Of course not, I lie. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else wants to bring along. If it's not Papa Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes her tears from her cheeks.
I should really review the meeting for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. It's got cocaine in it.
And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you have a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. Decide to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipes. Of a recipe that you've been working on. Foxxyboi's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by the Colonel Drumstick Penis Sanders. Foxxyboi, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, I just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry. The last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up. Okay, you got me. Doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Oddly specific. Oh, well, okay. That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Oh no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. the littlest bit of cocaine. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down on the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. But if this ever-changing world we're living in makes you give in, cry, say chicken pot pie. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve of something perfect. His original recipe, that the trademark logo fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders bandages chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! Oh, sorry, I didn't do it in her voice. Best friend blah, 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 blah. Van flexes his ripping pecs as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality! Spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct! Oh, we have an ad, so I'm gonna just calm down for a second. Let's get oiled up and ready to get back in action. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back of the door. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, but you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Nah, do it the hard way. I'm trying to get in Colonel Sanders' pants. Who needs magic when you've got passion? What's she going to turn me into? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Foxxyboi. Miriam notices too.
I've always believed in you, Foxxyboi, since we're little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? You're here cheering. Who's cooking?
Tiny food, sure, quick time. I'm actually really blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's sweet, pup. Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Oh, you fucker.
It's a secret ingredient.
The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty all right. Can I get a shout out for Steve? Gonna get a shout out for Steve in the chat. Big old shout out to Steve. Yeah, Steve. Steve. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. Yeah, give it up for Steve. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster notices you got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, I guess it's sort of. But if you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of bowl of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You could feel Spork Monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hit. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered his huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within inside myself. You can be born a sport monster or turned into one. That is apparently the lore of this game. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, Foxxyboi, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning strongly immediately fades back out. You entered up my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing this moment for my entire life. I will show the world my cookery. Begin to levitate off the ground, energy coursing through your body. You know that with this power you could do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Foxxyboi, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. My heart is pure, my legs are steady, chicken and spaghetti. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to do is make mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What happened to you? What about the rules? Following rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union?
You are McDonald's.
No, we're KFC! Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall. Class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee, I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook and by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad! Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook. I can't feel my legs! May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say it's not the worst prank in school history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow you must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect our final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow. 3 days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Infinite Wedgie. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and a savory soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat on its itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, sprinkles and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked up myself. Secret ingredients crack.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anybody like the taste? Oh, come on. I'm not the one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Van Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. Bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? How do you hold it? Question. Sprinkle lives in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He gets to paw it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. I didn't read any of that well. Woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back, his tongue is poked and prodded. Yeah, it's my tongue. Professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could cause such pain and make it so difficult to eat? Dejected, Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't kiss out visibly. This is the last you've heard of me! Read with all your heart. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps to calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Oh, that looks wonderful. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be displayed as a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking show? Got toast in your ears or something, Foxxyboi? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job of cooking it too. I didn't realize that we're having an eating exam. And if I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you're absolutely insisting, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, but she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice like everyone else. This isn't the last you've heard of me either! My face is so itchy. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, I gotta get P&Gs of all these, has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. One day you can change your name back. Well, congratulations, Ryan Reynolds. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. For somewhere in the room, a little drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blown me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It is so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley have drawn back to its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you're indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. Yeah. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking area, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Jog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkle was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Okay. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduations. Clearly written in school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now everyone's together. It's a sport monster. You totally mellowed out. Everyone, the sport monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know what she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Well, we all know who it's gonna be. It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty little chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had to mail it to you directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we got get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet and another dimension.
What?
What?
I actually feel like I knew this whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. Did you plan to have cocaine? Probably not. Is it to begin to learn who I am, really? Is it the time to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clay? Plus, my fucking genitals are still burnt from the fucking, fire that you have in your asshole. The deep fat fryer?
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh my. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not just enough to give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Let's see it. Mashed potatoes, coleslaw, all this. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people how to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting on the edge of the dance floor. Foxxyboi, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? He stole our slow. He did, actually. Yes, I would love to dance with you, Sanders, of the Colonel. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Foxxyboi. Oh, how sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could roll in the pastry school. Oh, my dear Foxxyboi, I'm sure that you will find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! Why did he put me down? Why did he put me down last second? Well, there you go, kids. A psyop? God damn it. Like, just call a spade a spade. Well, everybody, that was I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator, propaganda, psyop operation to make you buy chicken. I hope that you have fried chicken, preferably from someone else, because KFC is kind of not great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see. Is there any, like... No. I feel like I didn't get to have sex with Colonel Sanders, but I did get him to be my own. I got nuggies from the freezer. Yep. Well, there you go, kids. There you go. Well, I hope you had a good time with this. This was completely stupid, surprisingly funny. I wonder how the real Colonel Sanders would feel about this if he even understood this contextually. Jambalaya is always a good choice too. Well, that's it. What a weird fucking game. Glad I got to play it. But yeah, that's it for me today. I can't believe I read that much and only stumbled over my words 90% of the time. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I think it's time for me to become one of those skeletons, definitely. I thank you all so much, and I don't know who to bother now. I'm trying to see if I know somebody new. This guy is green. And yep, he's a cutie. So we'll just go bother him. I don't follow them. They don't follow me, but let's see how they do. Hopefully they don't fuck up. Tell them about your favorite thing. Would you rather gain muscle or gain eagers? I guess muscle. So that's why I eat all the fried chicken I can. So anyways, goodbye, kids. I'll see you later. Remember, hug a man, touch a man, bring fried chicken to the bed, and let it ride. See you next time.